Hello, everyone, and welcome. Excuse me. My name is Marissa, and I am the Crafty Heifer. Let me turn our light up a little bit. So, I actually have one thing I want to share with you first. Before we get started, I'm going to say hi to everyone, and then I'm going to share something that I splurged on a little bit this week. I had found them last week and really enjoyed them, so give me a second. And we'll go through and see who is here. There's Odd But Nice and Mary. Hello. There's Crystal. No problem. Listen away. Hey, Sharon. And my sister. My biggest, best sister. There's Melly. Hi, Melly. How are you? Hello, Robert. Everybody is saying hi to each other. There's Dawn. Hello. And Deanne. How you doing? And Becca, thank you for the sub and welcome to my live. There is Angie. How are you? There's Billy. Hey, Billy. So welcome, everyone. Nick and Tina and Melanie. It's been a while since I've seen you. How are you doing? So like I said, I found this last week and I got a little excited and thought, oh, hey, this is going to be great. Because I love having my nails done, but I hate paying salon prices to have my nails done. So I was walking around Walgreens and I had found these. And I don't know if you can see that. There's some sparkle there in that one. And so I bought this set and I wore this set. They lasted for about a week. They already have like some adhesive on them. It feels very similar to our poured glue adhesive. Not going to lie to you. Very similar to that. So this is the Impress press-on nails. They were about $7 or $8, I think. And then I went crazy and ordered some more. So a lot of you, this is not relevant, but if you need some fake press-on nails. So I got these. They've got a little bling to them as well. A nice red set. This is a marbled set. I got this set here, which are going to be great for fall. I don't know if you've noticed, I like the bling. This is a black set, which I am super excited to wear. And then I also got, there's more. I got this set, which again is another great fall color, really pretty berry. This is a very dark burgundy. They look black on camera, but they're actually a very dark burgundy. And then I got this set, which is a good summer set. So I got all of those. Like I said, I went a little crazy. Yes, pampering myself. So I ordered some nail glue off of Amazon, and I'm just waiting for it to get here because what I noticed wearing them is the adhesive is good, but once it starts getting dirty and things start getting under there, you need some actual glue to stick it down. So there you go. There's you a little tip if you are looking for something like that. Today we're going to be working on the Craftably A Light After the Storm, which I've had so much fun working on this. As soon as I find my drills, we'll start working on it. So hello everyone. A couple more people snuck in. Let's go back up and see who snuck in. There's Rebecca and Shay. How you doing? There's somebody else snuck in on me. Dawn, hello. So welcome everyone. So the first thing we're going to get to tonight, of course, is the DP-a-thon. So most of you know we had our DP-a-thon over the weekend. It was a resounding success. And I just want to announce, I know you've seen it in a couple of different places, but we have a new total. And that new total is more than $2,000 raised for various charities. So that's all of the charities that everybody did. This is our best estimate because some of them were direct donations. So we don't get to see exactly how much we raised, but just from what people told us, that was our best guess. And then, of course, the ones that we can see, everybody that donated to St. Jude, whether on my channel or on other creators' channels, all got their patterns on Monday. I did those first thing when I got to work and got those sent out. So they have that St. Jude pattern that I created. But yeah, $2,000 in a weekend, you guys. That is mind-blowing. I mean, honestly, it is completely mind-blowing. That is way more than we raised last year. And it just goes to show how awesome and how generous this community is when we all get together and do something good. So, $2,000, wow, just wow. That's all I can say. So, thank you all. If you donated, if you were just there to support folks, that's all okay, and we still appreciate it so much. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave that one up for a while, pop back over to my comments so that I can see them. This week is pretty much just going to work and coming home. Not very exciting, I know. However, let's see here. If I can find the symbol that I want. What is that symbol? That's 3046. There it is. It's this puke green color. Got it. Yeah, so thank you to everybody that donated, to everyone that showed up to support your creators. I met so many new people this weekend that I hadn't seen in chat before. It was really nice to get to visit with Shay. She joined me on my channel and helped me out. Really helped me get through that hour and a half. We got to know each other, and that was a lot of fun. So yeah. So the next one won't be again until next year. We've decided to only do those once a year. Now the next big community event that is DPathon style will be our Christmas premieres, which Pippa Brown hosts. And she does a wonderful job. And that, of course, those go from Christmas Eve through Christmas Day so that no one has to be alone on the holidays. So those will be coming up, but that is Pippa's show, and she does a fantastic job with it. So I plan to participate and see how it goes. But it's always very successful, and people really appreciate people that, especially last year, a lot of people couldn't travel for the holidays. And so a lot of people appreciate having company over the holidays with them while they craft. So look forward to that. Yeah, my sister's husband is at home, my brother-in-law, and we always get real good food when he's at home. And I say we, that's, you know, the few times that I'm there, but she always gets fed really well. So her ribeye is done for her dinner. You know, I had leftovers. She gets ribeye. That's how that works. So, wrap that asparagus with some bacon. Exactly. I do like asparagus on its own. I do like it wrapped in bacon. So, it's one of those things. The other thing that I have to announce to you guys, especially for those of you that are in Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, some of those surrounding areas, is that thanks to you guys' comments, of course, it was all you. During our live, I started a group called the DFW Diamond Painters. Now, it is not exclusively for people that live in the DFW area, but it is going to affect them more than others. And the reason for that is we finally got together and I created the group with the intention of getting to have in-person meetups that are not necessarily retreats. And Amy at Craftably is in our group, and she's like, hey, you want to do this at Craftably? And I'm like, why, yes, we do. So everybody's really excited. We're going to have a meetup in November at Craftably, and it's just going to be a day meetup, and we're going to get to sit and visit with each other and make new friends and show off what we're working on and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to it. So if that's something that you're interested in and you're local enough to be able to join us, make sure you join that group because all that information will be given there. And then we are also going to be doing a mini retreat And by mini retreat, what I mean is it'll still be the full weekend, but it will be no swag, no fuss, no muss. You basically come, we sit in our pajamas, and we hang out. No classes, no gifts, nothing like that, just hanging out together. And so we're planning to do that probably in February or March, and that will be in Texas. So I encourage you all, if you live in an area that you have a lot of other diamond painters, find a local place and create your group, because that's really what it's about. We come on here, we join together because we're a community. We like the community feel. And so if you can create a local community, I think that works great, because we do it for cross stitch. I talk about my Saturday stitchy group quite a bit. We go once a month with my cross stitch group, and we just go and we hang out for several hours, and we always have a blast. Phyllis and Kaya joined us this last time around, and they had a blast. And so I think there's definitely something to it when you can actually meet up in person with people. Now, granted, with all the crazy going on right now, I understand that may not be possible for some folks, but I do encourage you to at least try to find somewhere that you can meet and create your group. So I'm very excited as well. I know Craftably had talked about doing some meetups in the fall, and I didn't want her to think I was stepping on her toes or anything like that. And she was like, no, let's do this. Which, like I said, we've always said, you guys, they are the nicest people, and it is true. So, yes, so we'll have a meetup in November, the first weekend in November here in Dallas over at Craftably. And I'm already excited, even though that's a long way off. And I know my fellow crafters here are also excited. Let's see here. I used to go to a craft group one time a week, every Tuesday night when you lived in Oklahoma City. Yeah. And, it's not just crafters. So like Phyllis, when she came to Stitchy Group, she doesn't cross stitch anymore, but she brought her diamond painting. And the ladies love seeing all of the different crafts and things that we do. So they, had questions about her diamond painting and how to do it, and, watched her do things, here and there. And they just love to get to see it, even though most of them are avid stitchers. So you can cross craft, as I call it, if you would like to. So if you're not a diamond painter, if you're a stitcher and you still want to come hang out, come on. No one will say a word. Well, they might ask you what you're doing and how to do it. I don't have anyone in my area that does diamond painting, and none of my subscribers are local or near me, really. Where are you at, Becca, if you don't mind me asking? Because there's a lot of people that I saw this weekend. In one chat in particular, there were like 15 people in there from Texas, and I had not met any of them. I didn't know any of them. So it could just be a matter of you don't know that they're out there. But if you live in a rural area, and I can't believe I said that word correctly because I never do, it is a lot harder, of course, to find people. So that's when you just have to convert people instead over to your way of crafting. All of them. It is. Okay. Let's see here. Thank you, Danielle, for posting that in the group with the link so everybody has it. Northern Maine. Yeah, no, I don't think there's not a whole lot of people there anyway. I love Maine. I got to spend a summer in Maine back when I was in college. I absolutely fell in love. And I've always said that if I ever win the lottery, that I don't play, but if I ever win it, I will have a summer house in Maine and a winter house in Texas. That is my life plan. I just want you to know. I love Maine. It is gorgeous up there. There's so much to do. The water is really, really cold all summer long. And then when it stops being cold in the water, it starts being cold in the air. So But it is absolutely gorgeous. So now the good news is, though, Becca, if you're willing to travel a little bit, that there are other states around you that are much closer than what they would be considered here. So you could feasibly maybe do it in Vermont, depending on where you're at. Possibly Pennsylvania or something like that. Because it's just a little trip down the road, or what Texans would consider a little trip down the road. Stitchy Group. Yep, we have Stitchy Group next weekend. Some brought their checkbook and reconciled their checkbook. One lady brought her basket of socks that she matched up. Yeah, I mean, things happen. All kinds of things happen. So apparently, Brian's moving to Texas. Okay, come on, Brian. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Cindy's another one of our Texas peeps. And so she has joined us. She's down in Houston, where Kara and Susan and some of them are. Angie says her daughter Maddie and I are looking into venues in Michigan after hearing you talk about it last weekend. Yeah, it's a day meetup is super easy to organize. We're going to literally do it potluck style. Everybody brings something for a potluck, and we just sit and craft. The hard part is finding a place that will let you do it for low cost or no cost. And sometimes, like, I would check with your library, see if they have a space, like a room like they do here. Now, the libraries here charge because they're in demand so much. But in a smaller town, they may not. So that is worth looking into. If someone in your family or you are an elk or a mason or an eagle or any of those other places that have a lodge, you may look into that. Parts of the VFW, you can rent spaces there. Sometimes you get those for a very, very discounted rate if you're a member. So if you have someone that's a member of the VFW or anything like that, you might look there as well. So just you're about 2-ish hours from the Canadian border. Well, maybe in Canada. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm in a DP group for those in Michigan. So, yeah, Michigan's got one going. Hey, Fee, how are you doing? Welcome. And keep putting a symbol down so I don't forget what symbol I'm working on. See, I'm just scrolling up. Phyllis is going to talk to her pastor and see if their church may be an option. 6 round tables that would probably seat 5 comfortably, but plug-ins are a little scarce in our fellowship hall. So basically what we do is we just go ahead and bring what are those things called? A power strip or a power tower, whichever you have, like I take to the retreats, and we make it work. So yeah, I definitely encourage it, you guys. I have had so much fun meeting new people, going and getting to know things. I've learned so much from these ladies that literally have been stitching for longer than I've been alive. They're just like, why are you doing it that way? Do it this way. It's way easier, or it's faster, or whatever. They give you hints, just like we do on here. They enable you. Prepare yourself for the enabling. It's going to happen, and it's going to be bad. That's probably my biggest worry is the enabling. Kaya says she's eyeballing one of those Halo batteries. Yes, those things are awesome, but they are expensive. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, there's this, basically, it's what is the word I'm looking for? A power bank. And they're about this big. And you can charge one, and it will stay charged for like months and months, depending on how you use it. Like, you can jump your car off with it. It's that powerful. And now they're over $100, but if you do a lot of retreats or go places where you don't have a reliable power supply, they are definitely worth it. And a lot of the ladies in our Stitchy group have them. And so Kaya was, asking some questions about what they are and all of that kind of stuff. And yeah. So I think Kim said she had charged hers about 3 months ago, and she pretty much only uses it for Stitchy group, and she hasn't had to charge it since, and still got a charge on it. So they are definitely awesome. I have a little personal power bank. I can get about 2.5 charges of my phone out of it. And it helped me out quite a bit during the Chilpocalypse when we lost power, because we lost power on Sunday. We had it back a couple hours on Monday, and then it went out again until Thursday. We didn't have power again until Thursday. So for those couple of days that I was here before I abandoned ship, it did keep my phone charged, and my little book light that I use for stitching gave me light after dark. So, your stitching stuff or your craft stuff can also be survival stuff, just so you know. Always be aware of what you have. I mean, Rebecca, if she got too cold, she could have gone and dove into her yarn piled that up on her bed, maybe made her a little nest that have kept her nice and warm. You just have to, be creative about it. Not trying to enable, but on sale right now on Amazon for $83. Melly. Do you hear that, Kaya? There you go. Yeah, it'll run your light pad. It'll easily run your light pad, you guys. The light pad really wouldn't even touch the charger. I can run the light pad off my little one for several hours, so. She's looking. Okay, well, we have had at least one enabling tonight, so I think we have done our jobs. Well done, Melly. She is our weekly enabler. I don't have a badge for that, but I'll work on something. They have an AC outlet on them. Yes, they do. They have an AC outlet. They have USB outlets. And then they have some way that you can end up charging your car off of them as well. I can't get it to run my light pad. It's not USB. Oh. Well, maybe we need to work on getting you a light pad then, Phyllis. That might be the thing to do. Five Below has the small power banks for $5. Yes. Yes, they do. You can find some really good stuff like that at Five Below. If you're not picky about headphones and things, you can sometimes find some really good ones. Now, I had gone through several pair at Five Below, and so I ended up going ahead and buying a $30 pair from Amazon, and I've used those for several years now. So sometimes the adage, you get what you pay for, is definitely true. They can run small USB lights and charge your phone. Yeah, I see that now. You have an A2 and you love it. All right. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. You know me. If you're happy with it, I'm happy with it. Let's see. Make sure I get the right X. So again, the only thing that makes me crazy about this particular painting is that I have two symbols that are very similar. They're both this X. One is thicker and the other one is like a regular text X. So one's regular, one's bold. And so I have to double check the color over here on my key, because this is one that I got directly from Craftly while I was there on 4th of July, and I didn't get a sticker sheet. Now, that was my fault and not their fault, because I was supposed to check and I didn't. But that's honestly, the only thing about this painting that's bothered me a little bit. And it really is just a little bit. I went old school, created my own labels, no biggie. But you guys, this is a square. And as you can see, I've multi-placed quite a lot of this painting. And I have not had a single issue with these drills. I think I've had maybe like 2 drills out of this whole bottom section that were trashy. They just had a little knobbly bit on them. And that's it. So I am very impressed for this being my first Craftably. I am so impressed with this. Like, definitely will buy from them in future. And I say that knowing that I have another one just the same size as this one. It's very large that I haven't even started on yet. So that may be in 4 years. But I will buy from them again. I'm just not very fast anymore. So, what have you guys been up to this week? I'd like to know what's happening. There's Wilma. Hello. Thank you so much. Yes, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up before you leave today. I do appreciate it. So we have retreat roundup this weekend, which is for the big retreat, the October retreat, which is coming up. Y'all, we have 57 days till we get to go to the retreat. Time to really start getting excited. I'm already working on packing lists and all kinds of things like that. I know there's some people that don't agree with retreats, and that's their opinion, but we're going to go, and we are going to have a great time, have a lot of fun, get to meet, we're going to meet a lot of new people. There's a lot of people this year that I've not met in person, and I'm very excited to get to meet them. Hey, Melissa Barker, that's one of our ones that came last year. She's one of our veterans, and she is the sweetest thing that you guys can imagine. She is funny. I'm so excited to get to hang out with her again. The worst part is she only lives like 40 miles from me, and we don't get to see each other. So, Melissa Barker, that link running across the screen, excuse me, you need to join that. That's our DFW local diamond painters group. And we're going to have in-person meetups, and you need to come join us if you're not working. I know you're probably only working right now. Melissa is a nurse. And so with everything happening, I'm willing to bet you have been working like crazy. But it is good to see you. Bring the grubby clothes for one of the classes. Yeah. So Kaya, tell us about your dyeing, because you've gone kind of crazy with it. You have been, she's like, oh, hey, I think I want to do this thing. And I gave her some hints, and, you know, I was on the chat with her when she was in the store, and I was like, okay, go ahead and buy the tan. Just do yourself a favor and buy the tan. And I think she watched some videos, and then she's got like 15 different dye pieces already. Like, she just went crazy with it. So, and each one, of course, is unique and different. I love dyeing. It's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with it, I should say. So it's nice to see somebody else having just as much fun with it. But yes, it can be very messy. Yeah, so she says she's kind of fallen down the rabbit hole just a little bit. I mean, you know, just a little bit down that rabbit hole. You threw out the carrots and she nibbled them. She did. Like, I didn't even put a fence around that garden at all. So, yeah. We're just going to start calling her Peter Rabbit. I don't think she'll mind. But anyway, so yeah. So fabric dyeing, I like trying new things. Of course, Rebecca, if Rebecca's still here, she is the queen of trying new things. And I was watching her. She goes on before me. If anybody doesn't know, just in case you don't know, Rebecca goes right before me from 6 to 7 Central, and she's making this hat. And I am like, okay, so I'm like taking yarn inventory in my head to see if I have something that I can make a hat out of, because we all know I need another project. That's definitely what I need to do, is start a new project right now. because I don't have enough going on, apparently. Nobody said we weren't enablers. We never claimed to not be enablers, except Danielle. Danielle lies about that. She's so an enabler, but she says she's not. She is. Y'all don't trust her. Don't trust Danielle. She'll get you into all kinds of trouble over there. Brian's an enabler. All my friends are enablers. We all need more projects. After this year's St. Jude, you'll have free time. I will have a little bit of free time this year. I was sitting down and I was going over the schedule with a friend of mine who is one of the first friends that I made when I moved to Dallas 12 years ago. And we've had a tradition since that very first year that we always, go over and put up her Christmas decorations, because I love Christmas and I love putting up Christmas decor. And we were literally trying to find a weekend before that for me to go over and take inventory, because she's moved a couple of times and had a big estate sale. We're not sure what kind of condition things are in, like lights and things. We don't know what we're going to need. And I'm flipping through my planner. You guys, I literally have 3 weekends between now and when we go to the retreat that are kind of free. Like, I don't have anything that I have to go out of the house for, but I have things like online and meetings and things that I still have to do. And I'm already exhausted. Just looking at that schedule, I am already exhausted. So yeah, I may have overextended myself just a little bit. Yeah, no, Fee, you're definitely an enabler. Don't lie to yourself. You shouldn't lie to yourself like that. You are. I'm sorry. I ended the row we were on in the hat before the end of Rebecca's live. Okay. Melissa says she's dyed wool roving in the past to spin on her spinning wheel. Very addicting. Melissa, I need to bring you, I've got some raw wool, and I need to try to remember to bring that to you at the retreat so that you can have that and you can do whatever you want with it, because I've got some raw wool. I think it still needs to be cleaned, but yeah, you can have that. I'm not going to do it. I missed some comments somewhere. So Kaya says that she's basically doing Crystal's spooky Halloween theme again. The Cryptid Sal group said that I should use that one for my Cryptid Sal, so I am. So you're having to redo another piece. Mary has a mystery DP whip that is almost done and 2 different illuminating projects going. You like to try different things too. Oh, so Melissa's got all the stuff. Yeah, just remind me before we go, and I'll throw it in with all the 50 million other things that we still have to do for the retreat and for just random things. There's some ends over here. Should I get the halo? Oh, I do not know on that. I am sorry, Kaya. I would probably go with, well, let me ask this. What's the price difference between the two? If it's not a big, huge price difference, I would probably get the more powerful one. If it is a big price difference, I would probably get the less powerful one. Add that to your packing list. I know, I really need to, but it's on the computer and I can't click out of StreamYards. So yeah, it's in my Google Docs. But yeah, just remind me, and then we'll go from there. It's like the difference between $90 and $100. Yeah, I would probably get the lower. You know what I'm trying to say. Get the cheaper one. Unless you really have that money to spend, but I would get the cheaper one. So, just my opinion. Where was it at? There it is. Okay, so we are almost done. We've got about 25 minutes left. So we're going to go ahead and get the Wednesday wins going. So I know we've got some new folks here, so let me explain what our Wednesday wins are. So Wednesday wins is something that I came up with in early 2020, and it was just a way to, instead of focusing on all of the bad stuff that happens, to focus on the good stuff that happens and to celebrate with each other and help uplift each other a little bit. And so on Wednesdays, we go through whatever you did this week that was awesome. Did you have a finish? Did you, get something accomplished? Did you, something awesome happen to you, basically? Did you get out of bed every day and take a shower? Because I know some people, that's what you have that day, and that's okay too. So we just want to celebrate with you on all of your awesome stuff. So obviously my Wednesday win is a successful DP-a-thon, which of course I planned, but I could not have done without all of my fellow creators. So thank you very much to all of my fellow creators that participated, to all of the participants that went and watched. I really appreciate it, and I know that they do as well. So that is my Wednesday win. If everybody could start putting your Wednesday wins in the chat, I will read them out once I locate my cowbell, because if you have a finish, you of course get a cowbell, because everybody needs more cowbell, right? So I'm just going to slide that there. You can see the lovely cowbell. I'm thinking about spray painting it, you guys, and then putting like cow spots on it. What do we think about this? I could probably do a a overlay. I think maybe. I can probably find an overlay for it. But yeah, I was thinking about painting it cow spotted just for funsies. Kaya says, yes, do it. So Kaya's Wednesday win. She paid off 2 loans and 3 credit cards this morning. Dang, girl. I'm going to give you a cowbell for that because, wow. And I can't do it too loud because the dog upstairs does not like my cowbell. Not craft related, but I passed my medical for work. That is awesome, Fee. That's always a good thing, especially the job that you do. I definitely want you to pass your medical. And then as your friend, I want you to pass your medical. So that is great news. Let me find my next color and then I'll keep reading. Wilma says, you got kudos at your counseling session today about the way you handled a stressful situation. Definitely a big win. That is a huge win, and we are so proud of you. I completely understand where you're coming from. It is a huge win. So congratulations to you, and I think that's awesome. And I realize I said the same thing twice, but that just means I really mean it. So Angie says her Wednesday win, this stupid fly, is that I've gone 11 days without a new start. Whoa, are you feeling okay? You doing all right, hun? Do we need to send help? But no, that's really good. We have some serial starters. Not me, but, other people, definitely. So it's definitely me. Definitely me. But congratulations on that, Angie. Melly said her Wednesday win is meeting you awesome people and joining the new Facebook group. Can't wait to meet. Let me try this again. Can't wait to meet new people come November. This community has been such a blessing for me. Well, we are excited to have you. I knew you were a Texas girl, but I didn't really see you around very much. So we are glad to have you, and we hope to get to meet you in November. Take a drink there. Excuse me. Melissa says the construction on your bedroom remodel is finally completed. Now it's not going to be 90 degrees during the day in there. Oh my goodness. I remember you were talking about the possibility of that and trying to get that done. But I am so happy to hear that. You're going to be able to be more comfortable. And because it's not 90 million degrees during the day, it's not 90 million degrees at night. And with the weather right now, yeah, summer arrived in Texas. real hard. It came hard. I'm not impressed. Let's just say that. Phyllis says, you got kudos last week at work for the extra work and effort in trying to help out wherever you can with your claim reps, extra documentation along with your usual work, and fighting computer problems, all while doing all of that. So congratulations, everybody. Those are really great Wednesday wins. If you would continue, if you want to share, you can continue to put those up, and I will read them as they pop up. I'm trying to think. I did try a new recipe this week. I found it on Pinterest, and they called it cowboy stew. So it's got potatoes, kielbasa, sausage. I used ground turkey. They called for ground beef. A can of corn. It was supposed to have carrots in it, but I forgot to boil the carrots with the potatoes, so that was my bad. They also put a bag of that like mixed veggie mix with like the peas and the green beans and stuff, but I hate peas, so I didn't put that in. And it is actually pretty good. I did put in a couple tablespoons of ranch seasoning mix, like the kind that you make the dip with. And it was pretty good. It is not a summer food. It's a nice heavy stew that would be great in winter, but I wanted something different. I was getting tired of the stuff that I was eating. So I would say it was pretty successful for a Pinterest recipe. So yeah, did that and then got some stuff for the retreat completed. I don't know. I'm going to give you a real quick flash. That there in those 2 tubs. That's all you get. I got that stuff done while I was listening to the Sunday Creators Go. And I was real proud of that. And then I have to go back and redo them because we have, unfortunately, someone had to pull out of the retreat. We have someone new, which is great. But things are personalized, and so I have to repersonalize them. No big deal. We can get that done. So Becca says, today was the first day in 5 days that I did not have a headache. That is awesome. I will not ring the cowbell for you because that'll probably give you a headache. But that is awesome. I went and got my first vaccine on Monday. We're not going to talk about like whether you think we should or not. I did it, and that's my choice. But I went and got the first shot of the vaccine, and I was already tired because we traveled the prior weekend. And I'm telling y'all what, that kicked my butt all freaking week. I felt bad all weekend. I finally started having some energy on Sunday, and started feeling a little bit better on Sunday. But like I said here, I did those crafts for about 2 hours and then I was tired again. And so I'm finally starting to feel like myself again. I don't know what the second shot's going to feel like, but I'm not really looking forward to it. Not going to lie. Because if I felt that bad for the first one, I'm a little worried about the second one, which is supposed to be worse. So, yeah, and I was very upfront. I told everybody I wasn't feeling good this weekend. Like I said, Shay came in to my live with me and helped me out. Helped keep me going, and I appreciated that so much because it made it go really quickly. And I didn't focus on feeling bad and then being in a bad mood. But I slept a lot. So I'm glad to hear that, Becca. I understand what it feels like to do that. Wilma says, I used to have extreme panic attacks. So, okay, so that's a conversation not for me. It was pretty good. It was definitely good. I mean, it's, like I said, I think if I put some other things in there, it may give it a little bit more flavor. It needed some flavor. So I think next time I'll try chicken broth or beef broth instead of water. It needs a punch of something, so I may put in some Rotel instead of just regular diced tomatoes. I did do ranch style beans. It called for pinto beans, so I did ranch style beans. But yeah, I'll have to come up with some other things I think that could substitute in and be a little bit better. I think I'm going to substitute in some squash maybe next time, because those are a little bit healthier than corn. Or, well, I say healthier. It's less carbs than corn. So yeah. So see, Wilma had no reaction. Becca had reactions from both. Yeah, I'm planning to push it back a few days since I got it on a Monday. The follow-up would be on a Monday. I think I'm going to push it back to the weekend and be sick on the weekend instead of having to go to work and not feeling good or having to call out. So I went ahead and did that, and I'm just glad to like be feeling human again, because I was very zombie-like last week. And I don't know if that was just because I was exhausted from everything else plus that, or if that's just the way my body reacted. Take a Tylenol before you go for your second vaccine. Okay, I can do that. So Tammy's Wednesday win is that her daughter told her her skirt is looking too big, which means you're losing inches, even if you're not losing pounds. That's great. I've noticed I have been drinking water because it's really hot outside. So I've been drinking a lot more water than normal. And my clothes seem to be a little bit baggier than normal. So sometimes just water can help. I've cut down on the sodas, which is also a big help. I know Rebecca was talking about, she can't have, lots of different sodas and things like that. And I usually do okay. But then like I go on a kick where I'll have one every day for a week, and then I won't have another one for a month. So I've just been trying to do little things that make me feel better. The vitamin C has been happening a lot as well. So we've got about 10 minutes. So up after me, let's go ahead and talk about that, is D-Nick. D-Nick is fairly new to our community. He's a new diamond painter. I believe he owns one diamond painting total, which is okay. There's no shade there at all. And he is usually a gamer. I believe he plays Animal Crossing and some other things on his channel. But on Wednesday nights, he does diamond painting. He is a very nice guy, you guys. He is very funny, very entertaining. I thoroughly enjoyed his live during the DP-a-thon. So if you don't know who he is, please go check him out after we leave here in about 10 minutes. He finished one and is working on another. Okay. Yeah, Becca kind of seems to know him pretty well. There were some other folks over there, but I kind of knew of him, but I had a lot of fun in his live. He's got sound effects and all kinds of things that happen, and I just was rolling from the commentary, and I just put those up with the drill still in the tray. So yeah, I definitely suggest checking him out. And then after D-Nick is our very own lovely Tia. She is always so much fun. The stories that she tells, I just love Tia to death. She's one of my favorite people. And so definitely check her out after he is done. I believe she usually starts about 9:30 Central Time. So I'm going to let you go a few minutes early because I need to go to the little girl's room, which might be an overshare. However, it's true. I'm going to try to finish this up, this square. I'm getting pretty close to being done. I know you can't see it very well. Don't forget to join that group if you would like to. If you liked what you saw today or previously, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you do hit that subscribe button, don't forget to hit the cowbell, because everybody needs more cowbell in their lives. And unfortunately, I'm on Eastern time and you're going to bed at 9. No problem, Wilma. That's okay. You can watch a replay. Where was I at? Hold on. I lost my train of thought. Oh, cowbell. More cowbell. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I always appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend with me. I look forward to seeing everyone very soon. And until I see you guys next time, happy stitching, happy diamond painting till we meet again. Bye, guys.